Oh boy, it is time to fill up some grass. That's literally what we're doing today. Just grass work. We need to do a big square. Also back there. So, it's gonna be fun. But it's that time again. It's time for the music corner of the month. So, I gotta be honest, it's currently like March 9th, which means I'm 9 days late to the music corner, which is bad because it already starts blurring which musics. Let's just flatten this. So last time I kind of did it like an album approach, like trying to remember which albums I listened to. This time I actually kind of jotted down which albums I listened to, as well as which songs, because this month I decided I wanted to listen to more like individual songs rather than albums. I think I've been listening to too many albums. On that note, you guys are getting double audio, and that's bad. You guys should not be getting double audio. So I finally fixed that. That's probably bothering you for like a week. Well, regardless, yeah. This time I'm gonna talk about the album, sure, but mostly I did standalone songs. And the albums come later. And I bet there's some dirt in my chest that I put there to put all my garbage resources that I didn't want to have in my inventory, but no. Let's forget about that. Why not? Why don't we? And immense quantity of dirt. And here I am digging some. Well, such is the way with Minecraft. You collect resources, you use resources, you collect more resources, you use more resources, and eventually you forget that you collected some resources, so you don't use them. This is what happens when you don't have 17 shulkers. I gotta go to the end soon. Alright, let's talk music. So, albums I listen to, I'm gonna start with. I think it was called Amamba? Amamba? Something like that. It's by Crumb. It's an album that's rather simple. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The cat is going mental, going meow, meow, meow in the room next door. And I'm pretty sure he's fine. He typically does that and he's fine. There we go. Clunk. So yeah, Crumb is a band that I kinda like know from a while ago. I listened to them when they were starting out. They're very famous for their like main big song, which is oh boy, they have this song called oh, what's the name of the one? Oh no, I already forgot. Oh, it's Locket. That's the name of the song. You may recognize it as the one that goes like, I live in a house with a pink roof, and very good song. So I kind of remember that song very near the start of the month and said, hey, hold on. There's a new album by these guys that I have not listened. So I listened to it. This one. It was pretty nice to listen by more of their stuff because while it is a little bit samey, I think they do it super well. So ultimately, I ended up really enjoying the album. It does feel like a few songs or a few things in the album aren't all that different. I personally got a lot of enjoyment out of it though, because I mean I like their like music style, so didn't have a single like problem with the kind of stuff they did. So that considered, I actually really enjoyed the album. I noticed a little bit more differences than people usually do when they talk about Crumb. When they go like, "Oh, their songs are so similar," and it's like, no, they're not. So I think the standout of that album was a song called Sleep Talk. Really fun song. It's kind of like a dopamine song because most of the song is pretty down low, and then at the end he goes incredibly fun. You're just kind of waiting for it, and it makes the entire rest of the song so much better. And it's kind of stuff like that that they, of course, didn't do in their last album. So it's very nice to see that, of course, they're still doing something different. They have a very like standard or limiting genre, maybe. I mean, they probably could do whatever they wanted with it, but it's very nice to see them kind of divert from their typical stuff into more complicated stuff, while still not losing the personality of the genre. So that's awesome. And that's pretty much how it goes. Give me some of this. Next album, I wrote "Oh the Dun Dun" by a band called Ring. This is a very niche album. I just like the cover art because the cover art is kind of silly. Just like a little rabbit bunny dude. I don't think it's a rabbit bunny dude. I don't know what the guy is, but he's just chilling in there. Very cute guy. The album itself, I remember that I liked the songs, but on retrospect, I can't really remember like the songs. I do remember I liked some of them, and some others I just kind of didn't. It's kind of silly. I think I just kind of enjoyed it because it's that specific niche of like indie rock that I really fuck with, like personally. Let's head back through shoveling. This is like griefing through dance, but through shoveling. All right. Good joke. Next, I guess listen to Satanic Panic in the Attic by of Montreal. I think the band's from Montreal. I'm not actually sure, which is silly. But like what if it is? Like what if I'm wrong? What if they are not of Montreal, huh? I would look like a clown if I didn't specify. They may just be called of Montreal. The Queens of the Stone Age are called Queens of the Stone Age, and you don't see them being of the Stone Age. But yeah. Which of course I listened to a bunch of Queens of the Stone Age this month. I can't remember exactly which songs. I just know it's happening because they're like a new band that's entering my rotation. Well, regardless, I didn't listen to anything by them this month. What else did I listen to? Hold on, I'm not missing any plays, right? Oh, I listened to Kilroy Was Here by Styx. This was an album that I genuinely thought was good. Like I just thought to myself, oh yeah, this has gotta be a good album. Why? Because in case you don't know, it has Mr. Roboto, the song Mr. Roboto, which is really good. I think a lot of people enjoy Mr. Roboto for what it is, even though it's kind of a weird song. But Mr. Roboto is just a great banger song. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna listen to the rest of the album. The rest of the album is just really generic. I did enjoy some of the songs, but they feel kind of extremely cookie cutter. Like there's a song called Cold War in it, which yeah, it's Cold War. Good song, but where's the creative? Where's the juice? So I kind of this is not a recommendation. This is an anti-recommendation, the opposite of recommendation. Uh, I'm or something like that. I don't know how to say recommendation backwards. Okay, I don't have that talent. I knew someone who did. I don't know them anymore, but they had the talent to invert every word, and they just did it for fun. Like genuinely, they just did it for fun. It was kind of terrifying. There we go. What's my next album? It was. Oh, that's it. That's all the like major albums. I did listen to other albums, of course, but I didn't bring them up. Like I listened to the soundtrack for Umbrellas of Cherbourg because duh, I watched the movie. If you paid attention to the channel, you'd know that. I just realized I don't have the sticks to do this. I just realized I don't have the wood to do this. I just realized. Do I realize? Give me another one. What was my time? We're gonna need two anyways. Not a thunderstorm. So yeah, pretty much all the albums I listened to. However, as I said at the start, I started listening to more individual songs this month. I sometimes listen to music by aiming at like albums, but this month I did it somewhat differently. Like I listened to the Of Montreal album that I mentioned that and just in passing, and I didn't exactly get into it because I mean I really like the album. I think it was the best album I listened this month, but the way I found the album is a tiny bit different. I didn't find the album through the usual means, which is just, just hunt for an album that you like. That is something I do. Sometimes I do hunt albums by just like being like, hey, I like this genre. Let's see which albums on this genre are like well rated and people like. In this case, none of that. It was just a very straightforward interaction. What's up with you? Besides the tiny blocks, which yay. More payload sublanes. Remember the monument to human stupidity? We're leaving that up forever. Give me an emerald for wasting water buckets? I mean, that's not a bad trade. If I wanted to waste some time, I'm not gonna punch you because I don't want your llamas to hit me. Because then I have to hit them. And I don't want to hit the llamas. The cuteness of the llamas is currently protecting that wandering trader. And there we are. Done with the ground. Wee you be. So let's talk individual songs. Oh, another right here. I also gotta make some torches. Put them around there. It's okay. Like mobs can spawn here. All right. I think I need to border all of this with stuff. The plan is to border them using like copper trapdoors, but I don't think we have enough copper for that. I could just should melt some copper. What are you doing in here? You don't help farm iron. I mean, you can be there if you want. What did I want? I wanted to leave all of this there. Clean up the inventory a tiny bit. And I wanted to melt my copper. Do I have any copper with me? I brought 30 copper? Is that... I really only brought 30 copper. I'm gonna have to smelt that. Alright. Let's go smelt the copper so we can finish this properly before we start bringing in the villagers, which is also gonna be fun in its own way. Woohoo. I'm so excited to bring in villagers. How's the pit doing? How's the pit doing? Is this the hit series, the pit? So let's talk songs that I listen to, yes? Finally, after the distractions. So I already talked about Sleep Talk by Crumb, but I do recommend that song. The next song that entered my monthly rotation was The Ballad of Dorothy Parker. I like the way this data pack does the dynamic torches. The Ballad of Dorothy Parker is by Prince. I listened to the album that has it, but I found that the album itself was good. Just didn't stand out enough for me to talk about it here. But I liked it. I liked it. It is a very good 8 or higher. I'd say a soft to light 8. Yes, I am turning into a melon. How did you know? Then Sails Across the Sea by Mos Bosdef. I also listened to the album that has that song. But the album that has that song is just absolutely whatever. Like it's genuinely just there. It is a pretty good song, all things considered. But aha, we do have some of this. We do need some of this, so might as well. Now, hold on. How much? Like, if I slap these and do this, that's not how you make trapdoors. Oh, they're a bit cheaper than I thought. So there are 4 per trapdoor. They should be able to just hold on. Tarabap. Tarabap. That should be 32. We're wasting all our copper here, which is okay. Probably gonna do some villager trading eventually in a bit. I kind of want to like go fight the Ender Dragon without doing any funky stuff. What did I just do? I just mangled my inventory by complete mistake. Trying to be swift about this. I wanted to do this. That's all I wanted to do. Okay. Besides, there was a lava lake, which I do need lava. Now I'm gonna have to walk all the way back here for lava again. God, half of this like channel is me walking this track so far. So yeah, Sails Across the Sea, really good song. It's not that famous of a song. The song is rather old, but I actually really liked it. I like the whole album it's in too. Like I feel like it's one of those albums that gets a little too much hate, but also it's so unpopular that it kind of makes sense. Like there's gotta be a few people who found it and were like, like me. Now, personally, yeah, I love the song. I really dug the song. So I've been listening to it, and I think it's the song I've listened to the most this month. So yippee hooray, I suppose. You wanna add trapdoors here so that mobs get a little lost. I think. I'm not actually sure why you add the trapdoors, but they look spiffy. So, all right, we're gonna need a lot more than 32. We're gonna need a lot more than 32. We're probably gonna go need to mine some iron, some copper. Mm-hmm. Need to do 16, 16, 19, and 18. Oh, and then slap 8 extra, slap 8 extra, 8 extra, 8 extra. Gonna use some extra coal than I want, but it's okay. It matters not. Alrighty. I'm trying to think what's my like next course of operation with this. Meanwhile, let's talk about Realize by Blue Swing. Pretty simple song. It's like I don't know how you call it. I don't know what you call this genre of music. The one that's like fun as fuck. It was like that's like the best way I can describe it. Also, I just got stuck like a character from Tomodachi Life, which is awesome. Let's go get that lava. But yeah, good song. I got into the of Montreal songs, particularly both Climb a Ladder and oh, what's the name of this song? Jotted it down. Lysergic Bliss. That's a complicated name for a song. But it is a song, and it was really good. I like it. Recommended listen. But I think Climb the Ladder is the one that kind of stands out when it comes to that of Montreal album. It does have like a few things about the song that aren't all that brilliant, but you do enjoy it. And every now and then I go, climb a ladder out of nowhere. And it's directly because of the song. Like no other reason. That's neat. Like it's genuinely neat to have a song like that. Not expect to get into it as much as I did, but I did. Yo, any visible copper here? Nope. Let us return. Let us. I listened to a band called Angeline Heavy Syrup. Multiple of their songs throughout the time. This is the Fortune. This is the Silk Touch. I don't have the Fortune with me, so you don't get mined. Actually, I should have the Fortune with me if I'm gonna mine copper. So like, wow, look, I found copper the second I know that I shouldn't. Such is life. Such is life. Sometimes you're trying to talk about music and getting distracted by the search for copper. And that's almost all the songs I listen to. Oh, there's one more. There's one more that I remembered. I listen to Pop Chat a lot. And if you don't know that song, it's that one song in that one scene where SpongeBob is looking at porn on the TV. Actual thing that happened in SpongeBob. The song that goes wing 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 wing. It is not that great of a song, but I don't know why. I started listening to it and it started showing up on my YouTube algorithm and I was like, you know what? Why not? Do 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 do. Like that ass. Actual thing that happened. Just like SpongeBob looking at unsavory imagery on the TV, which he does because he's SpongeBob. And in a way, he knows Squidward and Patrick and Sandy and Larry and Mr. Krabs. All right. Oh. I almost forgot. Oh my god. I'm glad I didn't. I was about to place the lava. I was like, no. Don't forget. This has to lift up one block above the thing. That's what I was confused because I remember this being an odyssey to place. I mean, this technically works, but yeah. Yeah, it's just prettier this way. Oh, my balls! I burned my balls! I burned my balls! So yeah, recommend Angeline. I'm gonna listen to more Angeline Heavy Syrup as a band because I'm intrigued. And then there's a few songs that I've listened a long time ago that I brought back. Primarily Survival's Guild by Velvet Pony. Violet Pony? Not Velvet, Violet. Really good song. I like it. Just heads up, the cover art may take you aback. So if you look it up, just be a little, be prepared. Like it's not that crazy. It's just unexpected. You're gonna look at it and you're gonna go like, oh yeah, Mr. Bruce, really, Mr. Beast. Mr. Bruce is a guy who, like, a half of a band called The Correspondents. His bandmate died, and so he's making a new album to kind of explore the emotions around that. And let me tell you, it is actually quite a good album so far. He released a song called like Put It All Together a few like 2 months ago, and this month he released a song called You Told Me So. Now I didn't listen to You Told Me So as much, but I did listen a lot to Put It All Together. It's one of those songs that's really annoying to have stuck in your head. But like the entire project that is Mr. Bruce. So good single-handed song to listen to. And then I got back into some of my old classics. Typical songs that you randomly get into: Karma Police, Mr. Raindrop by Atmosphere. Just songs that I personally dig, that I keep returning to every now and then. And that will be all for this month's Music Corner. It actually took me 25 minutes. I expected this to take me like 15. Well, yeah. So I'll see you all next time when I talk about next month's thing. Oh, yeah, I guess I should mention. There is the Gorillaz album. I did listen to it. However, I'm gonna put that on the March video. Because, sure, I did listen to the album in February, but I didn't get into the songs in February. I got to the songs in March. Like, I didn't like the Sweet Print, the Moon Cave for like the first week it released, like the first 3 or 4 days. And then it clicked, and I was like, wait a second. Hell no, what am I saying? This should speak. So, yeah, just it's gonna take some time for me to talk about it. And when we do, and when I'll do, we'll do. And when I'll do, we'll do. We'll do. We'll do. We'll do. We'll do. We'll do.